the snatch and the overhead squat. Probably the overhead squat would be my most favorite. I'll never forget one time I got to do a workout with Ben, and Ben's super competitive, and he put overhead squats in it, and he was really blown away by the fact that I was able to beat him in the overhead squats. It was different weight, but it felt pretty good to be able to beat him in something, because that's like impossible. Honestly, it's the people. Above all else, CrossFit Sayreville is a family to me, and I know that the family has grown a lot, but it's always there with open arms, waiting for me to come back. No matter what I go through in life, the box is always here, so it's definitely the people. I really love the fact that it caters to all fitness levels. I've had my moments where I have been super into wadding, and then all of a sudden I just want to only lift. And then there are other times where I just want to focus on body sculpting and just regular fitness movements. And this box caters to all of those needs. So it feels kind of great when I'm like, oh, do I want to WOD, or do I want to come in and just, do some bicep curls and maybe just do some squats? I always feel like it's home to me, and I'm welcome no matter what kind of activity I want to do. So on a very personal level, CrossFit Sayreville has been there for me in some of the worst moments of my life. I'm sure every other box brings their own type of family feel, but this is an extremely unique family feel. No matter what I'm going through, it's the people here who really make me feel like I'm a part of something bigger. It doesn't matter if I might go missing for a couple of weeks. There's always someone calling me or texting me, and I've created bonds that are just irreplaceable. Nothing can match up to that. I also have to say that this box is really, it goes beyond fitness, and I think that's the big key. It's really about establishing and maintaining that family feel. We go beyond the box. It's not just workouts. It's being able to go to outings together, celebrating each other's accomplishments, whether it's inside the box or out in their personal lives. I walked in, it's actually pretty funny. When I first walked in through the door, I was looking for Kevin, and I think Ben was the one that greeted me. But he was just like, yeah, he's over there. Very chill, laid back, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm coming into. The idea of CrossFit, it was a novelty at the time, and it was kind of like this craze, and I was a little worried about, am I gonna be picking things up and putting things down, and then Kevin greeted me and put me through a miserable workout. It was my baseline, and I survived, and it hurt so good that I was like, I can't wait to come back. And then I was with Rich for foundations, and he totally pushed me, and it really made me feel like, even though I was outside of my comfort zone, this was it. This was home. So at the time, I was a school teacher in Elizabeth, and I was fortunate to have a colleague who had gone through or came to CrossFit Sayreville. Her name was Bertha. And she told me, she lives in the area. She lives in Old Bridge and I live in Matawan. And she told me about this place. It originally started as like a boot camp. And she said, just go check it out. Ben's awesome. You're really gonna love it. And so I did. I tried it, and I saw, after foundations and taking boot camps, I really saw that the staff here cared about the people. It wasn't like go heavier, go hard. It was, make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're not screwing up the movements, that you're being really thoughtful behind every movement, and form was super important. So I was like, all right, this is pretty cool, because the reputation was, CrossFit, it can be dangerous. There's just this kind of feel of, I guess, intimidation, and it's all about moving heavy weight and not about form, and it's so wrong. And I don't know if it's like that in other boxes, but I know that it's not like that here. Absolutely not. I think it's just a mega huge misconception. I know that the coaches here volunteer their time. I'll never forget that when I first started and I got really into more of the Olympic lifting movements, I had some coaches that would stay volunteering their time and giving me feedback, because for them, safety is their number one priority. So, I mean, I know there's sometimes that negative buzz about CrossFit being all about, you know, maybe the lunkheads or meatheads just trying to move heavy weight and not caring about their form. It's definitely not the case here. I would tell them that they need to check out CrossFit Sayreville. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind box. And to remember that no matter what, you can always modify movements. Just get up there and move and do it and be a part of this lifelong community.
Great. If you could summarize everything, your experience here, what you do when you're here in one word, what would it be?